Hey guys, Charlene FX, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. So this video was requested, and actually I was supposed to drop it on Friday of this week to complete the second week of the FTMO challenge that I did start last week, but I did complete the challenge sooner than that, so I decided to go ahead and drop part 2 to this video. But before I do that, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that has been supporting my channel up until now. Last video got about 2K views in 4 days, which is, a lot to me, what I'm saying? So thank you for all the love that you guys have been giving to my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out my other videos, definitely do that. I drop a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and I will be a little bit more consistent with dropping a lot more videos so that, my subscriber count can go up, likes and all that kind of stuff can go up. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. You like my videos, turn on that little bell notification, that way every time that I drop a video. So on this video here, we're going to be talking about my second week of FTMO. Again, guys, this is my account up here. My name is up here, top right hand side. I started the account on the 21st, and today is the 31st. So I completed the challenge in 10 days. So if you look down here, technically I'm not done with the first part because you have to trade for a minimum of 10 days, and I've only traded for 7 so far since the day I started the challenge. And so I haven't passed that yet. However, I did not hit the max daily loss. I did not hit the max loss. I wasn't even close to neither one. And I passed the profit target. So passed all 3. So just have to wait until I complete the 10 trading days, and then we're good. So a lot of these trades that I took on this challenge was called on my live London trade session. I do offer a live trade session where I call trades, I do full breakdowns, and I do offer that every night, Monday through Friday, for a small monthly fee. But the winning trades that I call definitely help you learn while you're earning, and it definitely pays for itself with the wins that you're getting off of the trades that I call, and off of the knowledge that you're learning to at some point become, self-sufficient, so you can call your own trades. So, but that's that. I'm not here to sell you that, but let's get back into the challenge here. So tonight I took some trades. These 2 trades here were taken last night during London session. I had a 1 win, and then I took a small loss after that. So I kind of, almost broke even here. And then I had another win, and then took another loss here, a bigger loss here on GU. This wasn't even GJ, this was GU. And then I redeemed myself on GJ by waiting for a setup. So as you can see here, guys, I really only trade GJ. That's my favorite pair. I do really well with that pair, and sometimes it's good to me, sometimes it's not, but for the most part it really is good to me. My win rate this time around was 69%, and this kind of took a dip because of these losses that I took here, so it should be a little bit higher, but I'm okay with that. And today we had a $3,300 win today that took us over the $10,000 mark. And I actually raised my lots on these trades. As you guys can see here, I raised my lot from 10 lots up to 20 lots because I just wanted to get the challenge over with. I didn't want to spend too much more time on it. I'm kind of ready to move on from it, and I'm actually considering just doing 100,000 with FTMO and then transferring over to another prop firm, because I've been hearing that other prop firms are offering better returns, like 80% as opposed to 70% profit split, getting paid every 2 weeks as opposed to getting paid every month with FTMO. So it may be a little bit, it'll just make more sense for me to go with a different prop firm rather than FTMO. I'm kind of kicking myself actually right now because I kind of wish that I had known about this last week before I signed up with FTMO. Because it would have saved me, a lot of time and stuff like that. So I may be looking into another prop firm to go, but I'm definitely going to keep this account. I'm definitely going to finish this challenge. I do have the verification stage to finish. I'm going to finish that, grab this 100,000 account. I'm still going to do the challenge, still going to take trades, still going to go through, withdrawal, so I can, document it and show you guys the whole process with that, so that you guys can get, a little bit more insight on that. So let's, so today we had a $3,200 win here, so a $3,300 win day. That put us over the profit target. So let's look at some trades, right? Some trades that we took that I called. Okay, and we'll also take a look at the loss that I took on GU. Well, let's look at that first. Let's get that out the way. So this was the loss that I took on GU. Price had broken above here because overall price was in, you guys can see here, price was in an overall downtrend. Price was pushing down, and I did not, well, at the time that I was looking at it, it was like more like this, right? So price was in an overall downtrend, kind of like a mini head and shoulders going on here. And price had broken below this H4 resistance level here. So it made a resistance, broke below here. So I took a sell right down here, anticipating that price was going to continue down, being that the overall time frame was bearish, and price actually retraced on me. And then as you can see, it shot all the way up. There's been a lot of volume in the market between last night and today. So I did not expect that to reverse the way it did and continue bullish like this. I'm still anticipating sells because overall it's sell, but I could always be wrong. I could always be ready to continue pushing bullish. So that was the stupid trade that I took that gave me my loss on tonight. That was the only loss I took on tonight. So let's go back to GJ here so we can look at the wins. So the first win that we had, which was this win right here, this was the GU loss. I took this after this win. So this was the first win that we got at the beginning of the session. I took it on a 20 lot on GJ. So going back here, it was right around this area here. Let's look at it on a 15 minutes so we can get a little clear view here. So it was this trade right here where price had broken above here, and it was pushing really hard. So we waited for price to retrace a little bit, and I kind of took a risky entry, and I took an entry here anticipating price to continue bullish with momentum, and I caught maybe 6 or 7 pips from that trade, and I just closed out because I saw it struggling to hold this break of this level here. And then that's a good thing that I did, because once I did close, price did retrace and actually retrace all the way back down for almost 16 pips. So it's a good thing that we closed out. So that was that first win. So these 3 wins here were a 20 lot, and a 10 lot. That put me over the $10,000 threshold was this trade here. Once this candle broke above, we waited for a break. Now, instead of entering before the candle broke, anticipating a break, we waited for the break. So it was a lot of patience, a lot of waiting. Price was playing around inside here, kind of bouncing around. We had our zones labeled off. I call this the cheek clapping zone, because if you take a trade inside here, you're more than likely going to get your cheeks clapped. So we stayed out of the cheek clapping zone. We waited for price to break above. Once price broke above and this kind of started pushing, I entered buys here, and then price just kind of skyrocketed and got, caught our pips. Once I got over the $10,000 mark, I just closed out because there's really no point holding anymore. So we closed out, and then price retraced and retested all the way back inside the range, and then closed doji inside here, and then continued to push above here. So our TP level was up here, which it just hit. Beautiful. So our TP was up here for, I believe it was 20 pips. Yeah, 20 pips. So our TP was up here for 20 pips. So price came down, make a hard retest, hard rejection, closed doji, and then price continued bullish. So that was I called all 3 of those trades on our live session. Thank God not a lot of people took the GU trade, because a lot of people don't trade that pair. So some of my students did not, or attendees, should I say, did not take that trade. So a lot of people closed out with some really good wins, and this was an excellent call. We just waited, we were patient, we just hung out, we talked shit, we had fun on the live session while we waited for candles to close for us to take our confirmations and to enter. So if people that got in on this trade secured profits, got out, and some people waited for after the retest, after this candle closed, and others got in afterwards. So it was a win-win trade, 100% win-win trade. And that was, we just took that less than an hour ago. We just took that trade. And in my analysis, once I was done with the session, once this candle was done, I ended the session, but I said, price should continue bullish at this point in time. And of course, it did continue bullish. And I have a feeling that it's going possibly to continue here, but we do have a rejection level at this point here. But this wick fill I did call, so after this wick fill is done, we have to wait for price to break above and close above here for us to hit a weekly high level here. There is news coming out on the market today, so I told my students to look out for that. But TP1, TP2 was hit, and TP3 is going to be up here somewhere if price does continue to push. So all these trades were called live. Everybody made money with me. Everybody, you know, saw me pass the challenge, saw me get the win. I raised my lot sizes because, as you guys can see before, I was using 5 lots, 10 lots. I even went to 8 lots. And then today was the first day that I decided to use 20 lots because I just wanted to get the challenge over with. I was tired of taking wins, wins, and then, you know, I wasn't getting my full 10 pips out of the win, so I wasn't maximizing what I was getting out of my lot sizes relative to the trade. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to raise my lots so that even if I don't get the amount of pips that I want, I can still maximize the profit potential on the actual trade. So sometimes you gotta have to take a risk, guys. You have to be risky. I am a risky trader. I like to, you know, push the limit sometimes, push the envelope, and I did that, and it paid off well for me, very, very well. And I'm done with this challenge here. The next verification stage, which is 5,000. I mean, I did that, I think, in like a day, for the first few days. So that's not going to be very hard at all. So I'm anticipating that sometime not next week, but the following week, because I do have to do another 10 days with the verification stage. So the week after next week, I should be done. And I should be trading the live account. Now, again, I probably won't continue on with Ftmo in terms of the $300,000 because I don't want to, you know, give up an extra 10% of profit when I can grab that for myself and do that same thing on another prop firm. And other prop firms are offering easier targets to hit. Like, for instance, on Ftmo, you have to hit 10% profit target, but on these other prop firms, you only have to hit 8%. And then on the verification phase, you have to hit 5%, but on those prop firms, you only have to hit 4%. So the percentages are a lot more attainable to get. And then the payouts are different, 80-20 split as opposed to 70-20 split with Ftmo. And Ftmo, you get paid once a month. With the other prop firms, you get paid every 2 weeks. So, I mean, Ftmo is kind of getting stomped out here, and a lot of people, they're probably going to end up, if they don't try to be more competitive with the other prop firms, they're probably going to end up losing a lot of their traders because it's just a better you know, situation to go with another prop firm. So, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm not going to keep it too long. Let's look at just really quickly go into a history of, you know, my journey pretty much here with this first account. So we started small here, guys. Started small with 1 lot, 2 lots, and went to 5 lots. Took 1 trade on gold. Did not look at gold anymore. And then, you know, GJ took some trades on GA as well. And then we took some bumps along the way. You know, it wasn't that easy of a route. I mean, it was easy for me, but you know, we took some bumps and bruises along the way, a couple losses here. But trading is about making sure your wins are larger than your losses. You're going to take losses. That is a given. That is a fact. You will have losses trading, but you just have to know how to manage those losses. Try to keep them as small as possible, and understand that when you win, make sure that your win-loss ratio is worth it for the trade. That way, you know, if you do lose, it's small, and if you win, you know, it just trumps. It eats up all your losses. You want all your wins to eat up your losses so that the losses don't even matter. Okay. And then we had a day here where we had, you know, straight wins, straight wins here, which was like I was on a win streak at that point. And then this week, today's Wednesday. So today's Wednesday this week. And as you guys can see here, I mean, a couple bumps along the way, a couple losses here, but, you know, it finished off on the right note and finished off successfully with the challenge, you know. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to probably take a bunch of 0.01 lot trades for this to complete the rest of the 10 trading days. And the next video that I do will be when I start, or actually my first week into the verification stage, where I only have to make 5% of the account, which is a $5,000 profit target, which I can probably do in maybe a week, if not, you know, less than that. And then the max loss, daily loss, stuff like that. So as long as you stay within their guidelines, stay within the parameters, you should be fine. This challenge turned out to be a lot of fun. When I did it the first time, I did the $50,000 challenge the first time, and I failed it because I went over the max daily loss limit, and I wasn't that familiar with the rules. So again, guys, if you're doing FTMO, any prop firm, funding talent, the prop, all the other ones, the 5% group, I think it's called. Just read the rules. Go through all the rules. Make sure you understand everything. FTMO doesn't allow you to trade news, so be careful with that. If you trade news or you hold a trade during news or something like that, you may end up getting disqualified. Because you're not privy to their rules and you don't follow them, and any little thing could have the account taken away from you. And nothing is worse than getting funded and then having the account taken away from you for something really stupid. So it's just make sure you understand the rules. Don't over leverage when you do it. And guys, understand, I have a lot of people messaging me asking me about the FTMO challenge, saying they want to take the challenge and they want to go for the $100,000 account, the $200,000 account. Listen, guys, if you are not a profitable trader, experienced trader, and you go for a funded account of that size, chances are you're probably going to lose, and you're probably going to get disqualified from the account because it's just too large. It's too large. If you have never traded your own personal account and you've never traded a large amount of money that's anywhere near the type of funding you're looking for, you're probably going to have a difficult time with it. You're going to end up taking reckless setups. You're going to over leverage, and you're going to end up probably losing the account and losing your money that you paid to take the challenge because you're not well versed on how to manage an account size that big. You can't take someone that that's only traded maybe $500 accounts or $1,000 accounts and give them a $100,000 account to trade. That is a huge difference in funding, and your trading is very, very different. Your trading evolves as your knowledge grows. So as you grow your account size, your experience grows as well. So you can't go, you can't crawl before you can't run before you learn how to crawl. You kind of have to take baby steps and go little by little. So if you're not that great of a trader and you're still, learning, first of all, I wouldn't say take the challenge at all if you're still learning, because you're going to end up probably wasting your money because you're not going to pass. And if you're dead set on doing the challenge and you feel like, I want to take the chance and I want to see if I have what it takes, then just start with the smaller accounts. Start with the 10,000, start with the 5,000, start with, maybe even 25,000, go there at that point, because the profit targets are a lot easier. They're a little more attainable for you, and you'll get an idea of the lot sizes to use, the setups you're catching. Your confidence will grow a little bit, and it'll be sunshine and roses. But if you're not a good trader, you're gonna have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time passing these challenges. There are some experienced traders that fail the challenge sometimes because they go above and beyond, and you might lose it for whatever reason. So definitely think about that before you do it. And my recommendation is to start small. Start with the 5,000, 10,000, 25,000. See if you can pass those. And if you can pass those, then try your luck and go for the bigger account size. But understand that when you're trading larger accounts, your mindset is different. It's very, very different. Your profit is going to be different because the amount of profit that you can make on even $100,000 account, even a $50,000 account, you can easily make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day with account sizes that big. If you trade properly, use the right risk management, you're not over leveraging, and you're going with the right setups. So it's the more money you have, guys, the more money you make. It's simple. The more money you have to trade with, the more money you make. But you still got to have the skill, okay? Because you can have $1 million account, but if you don't know how to trade, you will blow every dollar in that account. And you can have $10 in your account. And if you're a profitable, successful, consistent trader, you can grow that $10 to $1 million. It just takes skill. It just takes patience. It takes, proper risk management. It takes confidence. It takes the right knowledge. It's a lot of things that go into the formula for passing and being a consistent trader. But this route, guys, this route of funding and getting money to trade with is just an easier outlet for you to go to, because it's so difficult to build up your own account. it's so hard to compound, and you're taking money from your job or other businesses or other incomes that you have, and you're putting it in your trading account to raise your risk a little more so that you can make a bigger return on your money. So this is something that you have to give a lot of thought to, but this is kind of a no-brainer going with the prop firm, because you're not risking your own money, you're risking someone else's money. So why not, getting a percentage of it? 1% of $100,000 is better than 0% of nothing, So that's pretty much it for this. If you guys, are struggling with funding, I definitely recommend going with the prop firm. There's several of them out there. You can message me, DM me on Instagram. I am on Instagram at CharleneFX, and I'll give you, answer any questions that you might have about it, and go from there. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to rant too long, but pass the challenge in a couple of days. Gonna start the verification next week, and then I'll drop another video talking about that. But other than that, guys, that's it. Appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please drop a like. If you have any comments, any questions, any other video ideas you would like me to do something on, please drop it down in the comment box, because I read every comment. I look at every message. Nothing goes unseen by me. I may not respond to every single thing that I get, because all of it is not the best, but I do respond or like it, or answer questions and comments and things like that. I try to respond to as many people as I can, because I like to engage with my followers and the people that are supporting my content. And if you like my sweatshirt, Pretty Little Forex Trader, this is actually my shirt, one of the shirt designs that I came up with, that I'm going to be selling once I come out with my shirt. So if you like it, just let me know, and I'll get you one. Other than that, appreciate you guys for watching. Again, please like the video, please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I really love all my subscribers. You guys are the best. And even if you don't decide to, that's okay too. But hey, if you like my content, why not? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time I drop a video. And other than that, guys, that will be it for this video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace and love. Peace.